CEO. Thank you for joining me today for Barter Blacks Today in Black History podcast, where we are spotlighting Black-owned businesses that you need to know. I am here today with James Brinkley the second, right?
Yep, the second.
Who is a scientist turned intellectual property attorney turned startup founder. IP is my jam, so I'm super excited to have you here, James. How are you today?
Good, good. I appreciate I appreciate you having me. I'm excited to be here too. It's holiday time, but work never stops. So just down here grinding and trying to build, build these companies up.
There we go. I love it. So I think the first thing we need to start with is what is intellectual property?
Okay. So intellectual property is 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 the um is the intangible things that that you gain from business, whether it be patents, trademarks, copyrights, and you can have trade secrets as well that you don't have to overtly do any filings for, but it's the things that protect you aside from your tangible inventions or your tangible branding creativity is what really is what really gets companies going, from the very beginning, all the way throughout their life cycle. And it's very important that companies, small businesses, no matter what size they are, really get that intellectual property protection, um, because there's so many horror stories on people not getting
Mm-hmm.
it early, and
Yep.
just you want to make sure if it's something that's important to you, you want to do everything that you can in your power to protect it. And this is something that you start from the beginning and you continue to do as you build.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think most people listening, small business owners, Black-owned small business owners, probably, I know a lot of people get things mixed up, but I think I want to focus on trademarks and patents right now. Can you tell us the difference between those two?
Okay. So first of all, patents are, uh, that's the protection that you get from invention, whether it's a process, manufacture, composition, things of that nature that you can protect.
Okay.
Whereas a trademark is something that you protect for your branding, whether it be logos, your name, a sound, something that lets the consumer know that this is you.
Mm-hmm.
So most things that companies will get trademarked, especially early on, will be their name or their
Mm-hmm.
logo, or like a slogan that you have that really would allow the consumer to say, "Hey, this is this company,"
Right.
and to not be confused with anybody else out there. So that's pretty much the difference between those two. And there are different filing processes. A patent is more technical. Um,
Right.
the process takes a little bit longer to go through, from drafting and then filing and then through the prosecution process. So um, and there are differences in costs associated with it too as well. But I always say that every company can use a trademark, at least
Right.
one, but not all companies need patents because of depending on what they're doing business wise.
Okay. Okay. So let's go into your first startup, IPGen. Tell us about that, what it's about, what it does, who should sign up for it, everything like that.
Okay, so at IPGen, our goal is to build a global, inclusive innovation platform as we streamline and automate IP processes. Our vision is that anyone involved in any of the IP processes that we've already mentioned can do so on our platform. And that goes from startups and accelerators, universities, law firms, even global corporations, and the patent
Mm,
trademark examiners also. And so we're starting off now our first customer segment, so to speak. Our startups and entrepreneurs, and so we're building a platform now focused around them, to those who who don't have the who don't have the capital and the resources to go through these processes. We're building a software platform that allows the average person to go through these things alone, or they can, ask for expert advice, from time to time throughout this process. We
Okay.
kind of tag ourselves as the TurboTax Plus of IP in that regard. So, we're trying to, just create experts in a very difficult field.
Okay. So if someone wanted to patent something, they can go online and create that process right there in your system. How easy do you feel like the system is?
I believe it's very easy, and it's going to get easier as we continue to build. Just like other companies or the startups out there, you go through different phases of your company's life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still an early stage startup, but we already have a lot to offer to our customers, which has been growing. And now we're starting to step into the university space now as
Okay.
well. But it's very intuitive. We walk you through the processes, and then we're here to connect you with those experts if if you get stuck or if you need help. But it's also like an educational piece as well, where we're showing you how and why certain things are how they are during the process. So we feel
Right.
like that the customer will be able to just go on, sign up, create an account, and then get going right away.
Yeah, I like that you said the Turbo Tax Plus, because if anyone has ever been on any of these sites to file for a patent or a trademark, like the number of words that are on this page and the things that you have to read is just like it's mind blowing. It's like, why does it look like this? So I'm excited that you have this platform because I have been on the platform and it does seem very easy. What do you think the cost savings is compared to your platform as opposed to hiring an IP attorney? What's that like?
So so the so the attorney's costs are are what makes up most of the costs in all of these filings, and whether it's
Okay.
patents, trademarks, or whatever. I start on the patent side. These costs with the filing fees, the attorney's fees, all of those things can go to 10, 20, $25,000 per application from start
Yeah.
to finish. And so with IPGen, we're cutting those costs up to 90%, to where the more that you do
Wow.
on our platform,
Mm-hmm.
the more you'll save. Your savings grow exponentially as as you work on more applications. And we encourage our customers to work on multiple applications, if not at the same time, one after the other, or whenever you create something new, because the patent portfolio is very important when you go in front of investors, when you want to sell your company, we
Mm-hmm.
want to do quite a few things. So we want to make sure that these customers have that patent portfolio to do what they need to do as they grow as a company.
Okay. And I know you mentioned a couple of times that you can actually get help within the platform. How does that work and what type of help can you get?
Right. So our next, actually our next feature that should be released very soon is we call it an expert advice button. It's a tab on the side where you
Okay.
can click, and then you answer a couple questions like which part of the process, whether it's the claims, detailed description, whether you want to review the entire application. Also, we'll ask you, what technology group, whether it's like mechanical or computer,
Okay.
and then like how much time do you think you would need with the expert? 1, 2, 3 hours, and then we would I'll show you like a list of the top 3 to 5 attorneys that you can choose to connect with on our platform to go over those issues that you have for that allotted amount of
Mm,
time. So then that would, save you even more, because most attorneys won't just, take 1, 2, 3 hours with you. They either want to
right.
start with you from the beginning and go all the way through. Now you can cut those costs and still get that attorney help and assistance directly where you need it, instead of having to do it the entire way. And so,
Okay.
that cost savings from our platform, just that particular help, has been saving customers a lot of money throughout their processes.
Okay. Awesome. So as far as IPGen and what stage it's in now, are you just able to do patents? What's coming? Are the trademarks, copyrights? Is that coming? Are those the next features? How does that work?
Yeah, so right now, we're building the trademark side, but we're offering our customers now, those who are on our platform, if they want trademarks, they can still sign up for our platform, and we're going through those processes
Nice.
with them, as attorneys, going through it, so they're getting that there right now, really, while we're building that side, they're getting
Okay.
full attorney experience, for not that full attorney experience price. So, we recommend, those who really want those trademarks, even though that side of the platform isn't built yet, we're still offering those services right now,
Okay.
just for the fees of the platform.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I like that. Um, so let's move over because I mean, you're absolutely amazing. You have two startups right now. So let's talk about is it iLeap?
Yep, iLeepe.
Let's talk about iLeap, your newest startup. Tell us more about that one.
For sure. This startup is geared towards high school students and recent graduates. I saw that, how things are going down with this, with this current generation, how they're growing is different than, how I was, how my parents was, so there are different things that they need that we didn't need or we didn't have back then. So,
Mm-hmm.
this platform is really something to where, they're going to be jobs, courses. They're going to have their own social media and also gaming
Okay.
experience on the platform, because we wanted to meet this age demographic where they are, what they like, how to best penetrate them to become, great members of society as
Mm-hmm.
they cross over from that, kid, teenager to like adulthood, because they are our future. I know people,
Yeah.
say a lot, but they are our future. And if we want to make sure that, we're in good hands, it's up to us to help them get to that place. Because with with all the technology now at their fingertips, I know when I was a kid, we had to run home and get the telephone, with the with the
With
long
with the
cord.
cord.
Yeah, and now you can talk to people around the world at your fingertips. So, we want to be mindful of what they're going through mentally as well. So, this platform, is meant to, reduce the college student debt, is meant to to decrease mental health
Okay.
issues. So, I'm really excited and passionate about, iLeap and what it can do for, for the next generation and generations to come after that.
That's exciting. So it's a resource hub for them. What type of jobs are there? All types of jobs that are going to be on there for them? How does that part work? And I'm assuming that you're partnering with employers. How does that work?
Yeah. So say for example, small businesses, and this is just one. So two things.
Okay.
A lot of larger companies are removing the 4-year degree requirement for the
Mm,
entry level positions. So an intelligent high school student can walk into, say, an IBM, at an entry level position without, without going to college and getting a 4-year degree.
okay.
And so that's one of the pieces about it. But a second piece is, like, now that I'm in the startup world, a lot of startups can't afford to hire
Yeah.
people who've had like 10 years of experience. So like a lot of times, high school students, especially this generation with the social media marketing, with a lot of things they can do right now at that age to get them started in their career. Like all of these students don't aspire to go to college, don't
Right.
aspire to do this or that. Some of them want to be entrepreneurs. Some of them want
Mm-hmm.
to start working right away. Now we're giving them the option that you can take a different track in life and still be successful. I know
Right.
that when I was coming up, it was either college or military, and those were my two options. Not that I'm mad or sad about it, but it's just
Right.
how things were. But now they have so many other tools and resources at their fingertips that those aren't the only two options. We're
Yeah.
we're not saying that you shouldn't pursue those options, but we're saying that along with those options, there are many more. So
Mm-hmm.
we want to be able to affect that change and move forward. It's gonna happen at some point in time. We're just trying to be in front of it and to get it started now with these students. So for the jobs, any company, no matter what size, can come on and sign up for a profile for an account
Okay.
and post, and post their jobs, post certain things. They can actually see the students. They can filter out based on GPAs, based on distance, based on certain different things. So they can actually find the student that they want, and also the student can search for them in the same way. So
Okay.
it's kind of a tool where you can really see what you want on that side. And then on the courses side, we're going to have courses that they can take, such as things at the local community college level, where, say, like I say, with the IBM position,
Mm-hmm.
you still need to know some core things. So, we're saying like your junior to senior year, if you take a few core courses and say development, and now you're ready to step into that role after you graduate, the that's what the courses are for. The social media aspect is, we want them to be able to, have that bubble for them to still be, 13 to 20. Right now
Okay.
with the social media, um, there there are too many things going on that aren't
Yeah.
for people of that age group. And it's really, hurting that generation. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
things that
Absolutely.
people post um, are not attainable, are fake, or this and that. And so now we have these kids trying to reach this level that isn't even real. And now suicide rates are higher and depression is high. So we're just trying to make sure we do our job to limit those things as these kids grow.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think like you said, we had two options. Military was not an option for me.
Me either, yeah. So I had one.
But I had one option. That was go to school. And I did that. And I didn't even think that entrepreneurship was a option. And it's important for us to, even if it's not something that they want to do, it's important for us to let them know that it's a possibility. You can, be an entrepreneur. You can own a business. You can do these things because like I said before, like I didn't have these conversations around my dinner table, and this is what it normally starts at home, and we didn't
Right.
have those conversations. So it's important for us to bring forth that entrepreneurship is definitely a path that you can take and be successful.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I just, I think that with 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 these kids now, they really want to do things on their own, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really
Yeah.
where true generational wealth begins, when you're doing things on your own, where you're able to affect more than just your household,
Right.
to a community as a whole. And not saying that you can't go get a job,
Right.
those things and
Exactly.
learn. Like some people take that path where they want a little more to learn. I want to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
be the best, whatever, and then you take that knowledge and then you go and do it on your own. So
Yeah.
there are a number of ways to do things. we just need to open those doors up, for these children, for these young adults, whether it be on the investment side, all of those things, just so they can, have the best foot forward. And so when we get older, the world will be, the world will still be in a good place.
Because right now it's a little questionable.
It could go either way. It could go either way. So I want to make sure, when I get up there, I want to still be comfortable and have somewhere to live. Don't run me off the Mars.
Exactly. Have someone to take care of us.
Yeah, for sure.
So how can people connect with you and join either platform?
So right now, IPGen, you can go online, IPGen.io, and sign up for an account there. It's very easy to sign up. You can also reach out to me at James at IPGen.io if you have any
Okay.
questions. For iLeepe, we started it off with an app, so it's available now in the App Store and Google Play. So
Okay.
you can just, your search bar, type in iLeepe, ILEEPE, and go ahead and sign up there. And we're building a web version for that as well. Really, really going to start pushing iLeepe this first quarter this year.
Okay.
And so, we've been talking with, some politicians, entertainers, really this is at the, at the forefront of a lot of people's, philanthropic efforts to what
Right.
want to, help these children and really see the country and the world grow in a positive direction. So just trying to get everyone that can involved, and that starts with just people signing up and using it.
Yeah.
For the high
Yeah.
school students, even if you just want to use the social media side for now, that's fine. Go and download it and sign up. And then in business too, even if you don't have a job you're ready to post yet, still go download it and sign up. So when that time
Okay.
comes, that you can go ahead and get that stuff done that you need.
Okay, awesome. So if you are interested in intellectual property side, definitely sign up at IPGen. For iLeap, download the app. I'm gonna have my son download it today. And I'll download it too since I'm on the business side. I'll
For
download it
sure, for
too.
sure.
But I wanted to move into, because you have two startups, two amazing startups. I want to focus on your team.
Okay.
How important is having a team? Who is on your team? And who helps you with these startups? Because a lot of
Yeah.
times we start these businesses and we're doing everything. But I'm sure you're not doing everything because this is a
Well,
lot.
not anymore. And I was trying to at one point in time, like, when I came over from the attorney corporate world to, to the startup world, I was trying to do everything on my own.
Okay.
And it was hard to, really transition to that point, in the startup world. But I had, I went through a couple of accelerators and really grasped how to really build and start this type of business. And so
Mm-hmm.
since then, I've been building a team. I have a team on both sides, two great teams
Okay.
that I couldn't do any of this stuff on my own. I'll just highlight the team on the IPGen side now.
Okay.
um, I have Starlin Priest, who's an attorney slash MBA. That she's really good with the business ops and the marketing and sales and things. And then Kevin Denny, who just came on recently. We went to college together at Virginia Tech. We crossed paths again recently, and he's been great coming on for the development in house now.
Okay.
So we, most investors want to see, that you have that in-house that in-house development team. You
Mm-hmm.
can, really, move forward fast, change things that customers might have problems with, really quickly.
Quickly.
So
Yeah.
that was it's kind of hard to get the talent that you want like I said, at the startup level when you can't pay somebody, you can't say, go to Google and try to, poach my
Right.
years, they're making this amount of money. I can't offer you that, right now, but you see my vision. And so, just finding people that see your vision and believe in your vision. And I have other members on the team as well. And
Hmm.
um, Jason Till, he's on the team, so I do have quite a few other people on the team, but I always say that we wouldn't be where we are now without the help of my team because
Right.
especially having a family too, I couldn't do all this on my own. I wouldn't even try to now. I tried and it's not worth it to try to do all that on your own.
Right. Right. Um, I didn't lost my train of thought right there. Yeah, and I always say, your vision is as big as your team. Like it can't go further than, how much help you have. So it's definitely important to have a team. But tell me how you did hire a team in the startup. how did
Yeah.
how,
So
how did how did those conversations go?
so in the startup world, so first of all, you you really want to try to gravitate to people, that compliment you,
Mm,
that cover your weaknesses, because
yeah,
you don't want a full team of people who can do things just as good as you on the same, on those same things. So
right.
I wanted to find people who could do things that I couldn't really do.
Yeah.
A lot of research and trying to get a, a whole different degree. Like I don't want to learn how to code. I don't want to do that. It'd be a waste of time.
Right.
So and so then you have your equity in your startup, which is really a lot of times all you have. I mean, you may
Yeah.
have some cash on hand, some capital, but the equity is very important to get people to come on board. So
Hmm.
you're able to give a piece of your company to let these people know that as we grow as a company, you're
Yeah.
well, and have them feel that they're a part of it. I think that coupled with them believing in your vision,
Yeah.
really propel people to really come over and join the team. And I've talked to plenty of people. Some people, and it depends on where they are in their life. They may not be able to
Right.
leave their job right now, or they may not be able to, come on board right now. So you just keep
Hmm.
those conversations going because it may be somebody who you think would be very good for your team. It's just not it's just not the right time. So
Right
maybe a
time.
year down the line, you revisit that conversation. Now we may be able to do something else different. It may be able to be a salary slash equity split.
Right.
Something that you can use to move forward because
Yeah.
you constantly try to push things forward um, at a quick pace. And so, when you can hire a team on full time, you should do
Hmm.
so right away because, a few hours a week from a person versus, 40 plus hours a week, the difference is like not
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so the point is you have to get creative when you're just starting out because when I first started Barter Black, I definitely did do an equity salary split because there's no way I could like it's no way I could pay you. I can barely pay myself.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to get creative when you're thinking about hiring a team, but it's so important to hire a team if you really want to scale and grow. Like
It
it's
is.
so important.
It's very important, and you have to pick the right people. I mean, you won't. It's not.
Yes.
I don't think there's a science to it. You really just have to learn it as you grow. You
Yeah, trial and error.
certain things. So when I was first starting out trying to build a team, you could say I was green or very naive about certain things. Now that I've been down a couple paths that way, now when I'm on
Mm,
people, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know exactly
mm-hmm.
what I need at this moment in time. So that transition of bringing somebody on goes much quicker now than it did.
What you made me think about is I posed a question, I think a couple of months ago, like, why aren't we hiring people in our business? And a lot of people were like, I don't trust people and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, this is not how it's going to go. And like what you said, like you hire people, sometimes it doesn't work out, but it teaches you how to hire the next person. So it's
Yeah.
important to just go ahead and hire someone. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like that's just what it is. But you know what you're looking for the next time, and you know why it didn't work out. So that, bring you back and helps you hire the next person.
Yeah, most people are looking for like yes, yes people, and that's
Yeah,
gonna help you as you want to hire somebody smarter than you in that position and
right.
hiring for, and you want them to challenge you on certain things. Now,
Yeah,
there's still a hierarchy there that should be respected, but you should also want somebody to come in and say, hey, I think these things should be done this way, and this is why. If you can tell me something, don't just tell me, but give me reasons. Give me some data behind
right.
it, to let me know. And if that's the case, then we'll go with your way.
Hmm.
I want people to feel like they have a voice in the company and not just working under me. We're a team. I mean, we have that hierarchy, but when it comes down to it, we're a team, and we all have one common goal, to see our company grow, to help our customers in ways that they haven't been helped before. And so let's just get on the same team and go after this thing that we're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And thinking about creatively hiring people, bartering is definitely a way to creatively hire someone and to try out their services before you fully invest in
For
them.
sure.
Because when you barter with someone and you use Barter Block, of course, we want you to use them, but then we want you to hire them next. So before we go, I want people watching and listening to shoot their shot at you. So what do you need in your business, or what are you looking for that you aren't expert in necessarily, that either IPGen or iLeepe, that you want someone to come on that you wouldn't mind partnering with?
um, so I think social media marketing is important.
Okay.
Right now for both. But for IPGen, we're gonna start, bringing in some salespeople soon.
Mm,
We're at a level now where we're, really trying to grow quickly. And so that, so sales, marketing, right now, you can always use some engineers also as well. But, really, really those three
okay.
areas. And we would love to hear from people, what they have going on in their journeys right now.
Hmm.
May be able to align a certain kind of way. But I mean I do think that the bartering system, how you have it set up is very important because it allows people to use what they have. It it crazy that Players Club, Kevin and I use what you have to get what you want. Crazy that we
I
talk
might
about
have
it.
to go get that and post that.
But yeah, so like just being able to get that need fulfilled because that could be the
Hmm.
roadblock that could get you, you know,
Yeah.
super high, but you just can't get over that and you can't pay for it right now. And really, if you're able to barter it, that's great. It's a great platform. It's a great vision, to allow startups, founders, entrepreneurs to really get past those early stage humps.
Right.
They are there,
Right.
and they're going to be multiple of them. So just be prepared, whoever's out there listening, if you're trying to do this. So yeah, if you have something to offer that you can give up to get some help in other places, I would definitely recommend you do that.
Awesome, awesome. So you heard it, social media management, we have engineer, we have sales, all of those things. Make sure you comment to James if you offer those services so he can get back to you. We also are going to have all his information in the show notes, so you can reach out, sign up for IPGen, download iLeepe. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Today in Black History podcast. Please check it out for the rest of this month, same time, same place. All right, have a good one.
Thank you.